Most men spend their lives chasing approval, chasing attention, chasing women who never truly valued them to begin with. They think if they're nice enough, generous enough, always available, then maybe, just maybe, they'll finally be chosen. But that's the biggest lie you've ever been told. The truth? The men who are unforgettable, the ones who live rent-free in a woman's mind, they don't chase, they don't beg, they don't wait by the phone or send 10 texts just to get one back. They attract, they pull people in without trying. And no, it's not about looks or money or fancy status. It's something far more powerful. It's presence, it's self-respect, it's mystery, it's the quiet confidence of a man who knows exactly who he is and doesn't need anyone's permission to be it. There's a part of every woman's mind, a switch, that when flipped changes everything, and most men will never even know it exists, but the moment it's activated, everything reverses. She stops analyzing, stops judging, and starts feeling. She becomes curious, drawn in, emotionally invested. It's not manipulation, it's not some cheap tactic, it's nature. It's human desire in its most honest form. You were raised to believe that being good was enough, that showing up every day, being consistent, being sweet and supportive, that's what wins her over. And sure, if she already liked you, maybe. But if she doesn't, all that effort just makes you invisible. It's like noise in the background, pleasant but forgettable, because women don't fall for convenience, they fall for emotion, they fall for unpredictability, for the feeling of not knowing what comes next. That spark, that tension, that curiosity, that's what sticks. Not how often you text, not how many favors you do, but how you make her feel. That's the whole game. Think about it. Has any woman ever told you, I fell in love because he was always available? Number. She fell because you made her feel something she hadn't felt before, something she couldn't explain, something her friends warned her about, but she just couldn't walk away from. That's the power of emotional impact. That's what men who chase never understand. You don't need to be cruel, you don't need to play games, but you do need to stop giving yourself away so easily. Stop being so predictable, because once she figures you out, once she knows every move before you make it, she's done. It's over. Even if she stays, her heart's already gone. We're wired to crave discovery, to chase what challenges us. That's true for everyone, but especially in attraction. If she knows your next text before you send it, if she knows you'll drop everything the moment she calls, if she feels like she can have you whenever she wants, she won't want you at all. That's why so many so-called nice guys finish last. Not because they're kind, but because they're boring, easy to read, nothing left to uncover, and if there's nothing to uncover, there's nothing to desire. What holds her attention isn't your compliments. It's your restraint. It's that feeling that there's more to you than what's on the surface, that she hasn't figured you out yet, and maybe she never will. That's where obsession is born. Not in certainty, but in curiosity. The men who linger in her mind don't brag. They don't beg. They don't try to convince anyone of their worth. They live it, quietly, confidently. They don't explain themselves. They don't overshare. They let her imagination do half the work. And that imagination, that's where real desire lives. You see, the strongest connections don't come from overspending or overgiving. They come from presence, from depth, from the feeling that when she's around you, she's not just talking to another man. She's experiencing something rare, something raw, something real. That's what she remembers, not your job title, not your resume, not your loyalty speeches, but the way you made her feel. That moment you looked her in the eye and didn't need anything from her, but she wanted everything from you. When a man is whole on his own, women feel it. When he's not trying to prove his value, when he's not performing for attention, that's when he becomes magnetic. Because she doesn't want to be your world. She wants to be invited into a world that already has meaning, already has purpose, a world she has to earn a place in, not one built around her. So stop orbiting, stop bending, stop begging. You're not a servant, you're not a doormat, you're the foundation, the prize. But only if you see yourself that way first. When she pushes, when she tests you, and she will, it's not because she's mean, it's because she needs to know. Are you strong? Are you stable? Can you hold your ground when it counts? Because if you fold under pressure, if you get emotional and insecure the moment she pulls away, she won't feel safe. And when a woman doesn't feel safe, she won't stay. But if you remain calm, grounded, unmoved, she'll feel it, she'll respect it, and more than that, she'll want it, because that's rare. That's power. That's masculinity in its purest form. Too many men think that in order to be loved, they have to give everything, their time, their energy, their peace. But the truth is, love isn't earned through sacrifice. It's earned through value. And value isn't shown by how much you chase, but by how much you respect yourself not to. She'll chase the man who knows his time is sacred. She'll chase the one who isn't always available, the one who's focused on his life, his path, his mission, the one who isn't waiting on her text because he's too busy building his future. That's the man she stays up thinking about. That's the man she tells her friends she can't figure out. That's the man she can't let go of, even when he's not around. So no more begging, no more chasing, no more giving your soul away for a smile or a like. From this moment on, you choose yourself. You build value. You protect your energy. You stop lowering your standards to be chosen, and you raise them to reflect your worth. Because when you start treating yourself like the prize, she'll feel it, she'll sense it, and she'll respond to it. Not because you're manipulating, not because you're playing games, but because you've stepped into your power. Quiet, confident, grounded, rare, and rare is irresistible. So go live your life, build your purpose, chase greatness, not people. Let her watch, let her wonder, let her feel that pull and not know exactly why. Be the mystery, be the storm she didn't see coming, be the man she never forgets.